Oh, okay, that's not ham sandwich. Welcome to something new, something consistent. I don't know. Everyone starts somewhere, and starting today, we making the daily uploads. What? Make something or get something in my fridge. What's in my fridge this morning? Every morning. I don't eat in the morning sometimes. I'm eating this. Oh, we switch. What I'm trying to say is that I don't have to filter myself around people. It's just like right now. And when I don't have that filter, I'm sort of just moving around. But basically, I'm gonna make a video for February every morning. It's not like a Good Mythical Morning meets an Aisha Ray. I don't know. This is kind of, it's something new. January, I only posted one video. It pops up here. Boom. I don't know if I will edit this. Here, or maybe it's on the top corner. I'll probably just do the top corner for now, because I want to make these good. The thing is, when it comes to posting for me now, it's like January was like I did one, and I actually did plan to have other videos. Like it was gonna be like a tier list video. It was gonna be like a vlog. I went to like a card convention, but I'm like, I don't know.
Whoa!
There's a weird like hit, and then you're like, so now I gotta sit in the car. And again, am I trying to reach more views? No, not really. I think I'm just more or less like, I wanted to do this. I want to make content as well. Content, whether if it's just like I'm talking or doing something. But it starts with something. Like it starts with identity. And I think when it comes to like YouTube or making a YouTube video, it's like that weird consistency of like, who are you as an individual, right? When you make something, so I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna start very low bar and just make a video that I'm making food each morning and just talking about my day. Because literally, if I look at the videos I've made, like when it comes to an hour, and then when it comes to like very short, it's like there is some effort, but it's not like snappy, right? And I wouldn't want to make it so snappy that I'm like, yeah, this is great, but I don't know. Hungry Jack, it's good, it's good, it's so good. Each morning it's like gonna be so I can be like, I'm having breakfast with you. I don't know. I'm doing things as well. Like, how is my month going? How was my month last month? The biggest thing I did last month was do languages. I'm Tagalog, hindi ko alam. It's one of those things where I'm like, I think I only know that I want to do languages now because of my grandma, who actually survived last month of all 3 months of October, November, December, so that was good. She's still going, still chugging along, so nothing too bad, but I think I don't feel the pressure anymore of like, I have to consistently make a sources of time. That's what my parents wanted me to do. That's what I'm about, so with that, went to a card convention with a friend, or 2 friends of mine. That was cool. Been to a lot of card conventions. This was my recent one. It was at a convention center, and it was the biggest one that my friend ever went to, so that was cool. Bought the new Pokemon card, this one actually, and I can put up a photo here. I'll put up a photo here, these ones. And I think, like, their name's Jacob, and we don't really talk a lot, but when I found his one niche of what he likes, like Pokemon, I think at that point, I'm like, I think we're pretty close now. I think we're awesome. I think we're awesome that way. My other friend, That's it. That's all I gotta say. Okay. Anyhow, yeah, I did that. Drove a lot. If it was driving my friends to a convention center, just far, or driving my ex-roommate, Dylan, who wanted a cat for so long, a second cat, and road there was just one road way path, and it was in the farmland or countrysides of like the location. So only one car could essentially just like go through. So you had to 50% chance like guess like, okay, is this something that I can go to like as a car? Like if I what really happens, right? It's like, what happens if you're a car and you are driving one way and then you see another car, and on the side is like a hill and the other side is an upturf hill, and then you're at a surpass, like who moves backwards or who goes forward, or do you collide? Like, I don't know. It's kind of crazy. I wish there was like some other way. That's crazy. Like, you would think a car would go in, unless because it was a neighbor. And the weird thing is that when you go through that flat land of like just like a one-way road, you have a very more narrow road where it's like one of those trails where it is paved, but it feels like only humans have to just like walk up there. It's not for a car, but it is for a car. And then you see the shrubbery and then the vines, and I'm like, oh, okay, this is sketchy. But I'm like, okay, this is for a cat, this is for a cat. And they got the cat. It's a black cat, and their name is Grim, and that's cool. This month, I won't do like recaps every time for each month. I think it's just, I'm gonna start the video. Start by like, what did I do today to get myself up in the morning? Oh, that's a good one. I realized I needed to post my Instagram of the recap of my month, and I do my video posts at personal account. I don't really expect to get followers on that, and I just want to just like catalog, so it's just like that. You don't love me. Okay. I think the biggest point is, the clarity that I have when it comes to fame, or not even art, but just industry, being like, I think people, when they reach a peak at a certain point in the industry, they're like, I just wanna do a little side hustle so I'm not so known in the world. It's not because of even the drama, I think. Maybe it's like 40% or 50%. It's some percentage that's bigger than 30%. But the majority, it's like, I want to not be in the spotlight. I think there's a difference between like the drama aspect of it and then the spotlight of it. My mind is mentally prepped. Maybe, I don't know. I also, this month, this is a little peek. Ooh. Okay. I confessed to someone that I like them. The question is like, when do you go up to someone and just say that you like them? And after that, and after onwards right now, it's like, I see them now and again, and I'm like, huh, I'm cool now. Thing where it's like, even if you say those words, it might seem from the outside perspective, because I have my brain where it's like, I do something and then it cycles through outsourcing things, and I'm like, okay, people might think this, people might think that, but to me, I have to recenter myself to be like, what did I think? And truthfully, what I think is like, after that interaction, I obviously like dissected it, because I don't want to forget about it, because that was a moment in time where I'm like, it wasn't bad, it was like, oh, this is a new me now. This is a new year. I'm like, I literally did the thing that I wouldn't have ever done last year if I had an opportunity. And I think it's one of those things where, like, when you reach a missed opportunity and make it a reality, it's like, how does it feel? And that's like a different thing. That's a different expression I've never felt in my life. I think there's a difference between just being extroverted and introverted, but also going out of your comfort zone, you know, being an extrovert. Like, what does that look like? I don't know. Being more introverted, I don't know. What am I gonna do today? I gotta relight my the M4 level for our game, Barton, which is a little robot that you meet in the desert canyon because you were a crash landed pilot that crashes down, and you have to talk to him. He uses open API system and directed by like not the narrative designers, but the game designers who try to facilitate the structure of like, okay, what can he talk about, what can he not talk about, and then it's free range in how you cooperate with him through that. So that's kind of cool. Then it would be through like platforming, opening doors with like levers, buttons, or pressure plates in order to go up to this facility that's abandoned. That used to be like a rocket silo, and you would see like there's like one pod's like one person, not one last step. Okay, one person can go in. Who's gonna go in? It's like, or you both stay. It's like, it's either or. I'm also not fitting in frame. Do I shut it frame? That's that. I have to do lighting, and I gotta do a block out of that, which I think is gonna be exciting. I think a part of me when like I'm doing that now, I'm like, okay, some people are getting sick. Also that, like, it's not just the issues of just like people like doing stuff like in projects. It's just like the issue of health reasons of just like, oh, it's getting cold. It's so cold here. My Houdini work, which is probably gonna be saved tomorrow. I'm doing Gambit's playing card, like a model of Electra, which is like their ragdoll model, like an Unreal Engine, where they have just like that Unreal Engine icon in the middle, and it's like that. And then she's just gonna throw it, and then, or maybe it lights up purple, throws it, goes into a wall, rigid body dynamics, which breaks it, RBD, and then it covers in flames and whatnot. And that's it. That's cool. I think in general for the month as well that I did is I went to more events. Preview day, which is a thing at DigiPen where just like you sit at a table and represent tech art, the club. I'm like, oh, cool. I'm the vice president for that. That's awesome. Do I hate it? I don't think so. I think it's a weird thing where for me, when I have to share power with someone, right? It's like the transparency with them, for me, not them, but for me, has to be 110% transparency. I can't bluff with you, person, because if I do, you're gonna be frantic, or you're gonna overthink about it, huh? But there's also that fine line of that 30% of lying to be like, I got this. When in actuality, you don't got this. And that's fine. That really is fine if you only have that 30%. If it grows higher to like a 50%, like, I don't know, then that's a concern. I would say 30% is because not everyone really knows where to start when something happens. But even through that learning experience, right? Things evolve, like where you're like, oh, there's like stuffed animals on tables and it attracts people. Might as well do that. So next time you do that. So there's always a learning experience when it comes to feeling like you even know something. Because I think in my head, like even when I make my art, which I did as well each day, is that the only height and restrictions of reaching a certain quality in your expectations is you. And whether or not you show that off is up to you. The speculation of expecting to get a lot or low views is up to the day. Like, it's not, I wouldn't say like it's up to life. Life is too grand. I think it's like up to like how people are in the day. Like, are they busy today? Like, oh, they have a dentist appointment, so they can't see your post or something. Or that's how I like thinking about it now. I think before I thought the latter of, oh, I go based off the analytics of what Instagram says. It's like, okay, when you see your follower account or your profile resources something, and then you see the curve of like, okay, they look at it at this certain amount of time. Like, even with YouTube, it's like someone sees this video in a certain amount of time. I'm like, I should not care about that. It's just a visual to be like, oh, okay, people like it in the morning, people like it at night. What type of content do you want to make? You know, it's like, do you want to make night content? Do you want to make talk content? I don't know. These relationships with people in my life, why am I feeling like I need to ruin it because I have my personal ego against me? You know, I developed this relationship with individuals over the course of my life. And to what extent, right? That's that question. You should not think of any more other that question other than, what does this person mean to me? And how much am I willing to keep progressing this relationship with them or not progressing this relationship with them? Especially like if you're on a dating app. Like, I did, like, on the side, I also do a dating app, and I've talked to this one girl on this dating app. And now I just message them like it's a note board. Like, here's my day. Like, how are you doing? And it's very casual. It's like one of those things, like, it's a dating app where it's like, okay, and then you have like the friends option, like, okay, we're friends. So online friends. And then she was sending me stuff, and then probably ghost me for a week, but I still send stuff just because I can. And it breaks that notion in me that, sure, I'll probably be ghosted. That's the idea. But there's also the point that I'm like, they're probably busy in their life. They probably have other aspects of their life that they don't know how to talk or how to converse with me when I do it. But all I do is really post like, hey, this is what I did today. I hope your day is good. It's not even like a needy thing. It's sort of like, I do it one each day. Like, I do a language each day. And it makes me change my perception of how I do. Unless the other person reacts in a way where it's like, they respond to me, it's like, okay, I hate this. Don't do this anymore. You are very annoying. I'm like, I didn't know if I was annoying because you never said anything. It's hopecore. I don't know if I'm being annoying if you don't say anything. It's like, I don't think I could ever expect myself to express that because you had I had no opportunity to do so. Like, you had so many opportunities. I message where I'm like, I'm eating cereal. I'm not saying like, what are you eating for cereal? It's like, I hope your day is as good as this cereal. It's like, so good. Yeah, check up on people. But yeah, I'm done with my food. So this tells me I should be done talking. If you are sitting here and you made it to the end, I hope you do something today that is off the grid, and not just off the grid, but you want to go for it, not just to perceive someone else's views. And then the next day, you can do that in the morning with me. I'm right here, always 24/7 on this video. That's just me. Enjoy.